Warblers may be small in size, but they are big in personality and charm. These tiny songbirds are known for their beautiful melodic songs and their incredible migration journeys. With over 50 species found across the globe, warblers play an important role in ecosystems, from their vibrant songs to their habits as insect hunters. In today's video, we'll explore some amazing facts about warblers, including their unique songs, fascinating migration patterns, and their remarkable survival tactics. Get ready to learn more about these tiny yet mighty birds that fill the air with music and wonder. Warblers belong to the order Passeriformes, making them true perching birds. Their diminutive size belies an extraordinary endurance during long migrations. Many warbler species undertake transcontinental journeys spanning thousands of miles. Some warblers are known to cross large bodies of water, such as the Gulf of Mexico, in a single, non-stop flight. Their migration timing is finely tuned to seasonal changes that remain partly mysterious. Warblers have been observed to navigate using the Earth's magnetic field. Their songs are among the most complex in the avian world, conveying subtle messages about territory and fitness. Even within a single species, song patterns can vary from one region to another. Juvenile warblers learn their songs by listening to adult tutors, a process that still puzzles researchers. Some species change their plumage dramatically between breeding and non-breeding seasons. Warblers are known to use molt migration, traveling to specific sites to replace their feathers. Their tiny, fragile-looking bodies hide exceptional physiological adaptations to long flights. Warblers are key indicators of ecosystem health due to their sensitivity to environmental change. Certain warblers breed in high-altitude forests while wintering in tropical lowlands. Their breeding grounds are often discovered in remote, unexplored areas. Genetic studies suggest that some warblers harbor cryptic species that are nearly identical in appearance. Their migratory routes have helped reveal previously unknown flyways across continents. Warbler songs often include rapid trills and whistles that can vary with ambient noise. In urban areas, some warblers adjust their vocal frequencies to overcome city noise. Their striking plumage sometimes includes nearly imperceptible color gradations that hint at underlying genetic differences. Researchers have noted that warbler songs can shift subtly over time, possibly reflecting evolutionary change. Warblers can adjust their migration routes in response to sudden weather shifts. Their stopover sites, small, secretive habitats used for refueling, remain a subject of intensive study. Some species have been known to roost communally during migration, an enigmatic behavior among small songbirds. Their flight patterns, observed via radar, reveal surprisingly coordinated group movements. Warblers' nest-building techniques are highly variable and sometimes include the use of unusual materials. The exact cues warblers use to time their breeding cycles are still not completely understood. Many warblers exhibit extraordinary site fidelity, returning to the same breeding or wintering grounds year after year. Some populations appear to remember their migratory routes, hinting at a mysterious innate navigation system. Warblers have an uncanny ability to detect subtle shifts in ambient light that may influence their daily routines. Their energetic songs at dawn are often the first sounds heard in spring, marking the season's arrival. Warblers use a mix of visual and acoustic signals to establish territory, with behaviors that remain partly enigmatic. The variation in song dialects among warbler populations can be so distinct that it suggests cultural transmission. Their migratory journeys sometimes include overnight flights guided by starlight and polarized light patterns. Some warbler species appear to recalibrate their internal compasses when encountering magnetic anomalies. Their tiny hearts and efficient circulatory systems are marvels of natural engineering. Warblers have been observed to initiate migration earlier in some years, possibly in response to climate change. Their arrival in breeding areas can trigger rapid changes in local ecosystems. In some cultures, warblers are regarded as harbingers of change, or even as messengers from the natural world. Their long-distance migrations are among the most energetically challenging feats in the animal kingdom. Despite their small size, warblers can cover hundreds of miles each day during migration. Some species have been tracked using tiny geolocators, revealing unexpected detours and stopovers. Warblers' navigational skills are so precise that many still return to the same, sometimes nearly identical, nesting sites. Their foraging behavior, gleaning insects from leaves, contributes to natural pest control in forests. The diversity of warbler species is greatest in the Americas, where dozens of closely related species coexist. Warblers are among the fastest adapting birds, with some populations rapidly shifting ranges in response to habitat changes. Their bright plumage and agile flight can be a visual illusion when seen flitting through sun-dappled leaves. Warblers sometimes produce alarm calls that are so brief they are nearly imperceptible to human ears. Their vocalizations have been used as models in the study of animal communication and language acquisition. Some warbler species can sing two different song types within a single season. Their intricate songs may encode information about individual identity and genetic quality. Warblers sometimes incorporate mimicked sounds from their environment into their own calls. Their migration can be so secretive that entire populations pass unnoticed over vast landscapes. Despite being small, warblers have one of the largest relative brain sizes among birds. Their brains are wired for high-speed auditory processing, crucial for deciphering rapid song sequences. Warblers have been noted to adjust their migration altitude, sometimes flying higher to catch favorable winds. Their metabolic efficiency during flight is among the highest recorded in small birds. Warblers have been observed altering their migratory timing based on the availability of food at stopover sites. Some species are known to molt en route, shedding old feathers during migration to lighten the load. Their migratory journeys often coincide with the blossoming of remote, little-known flowering plants. Warbler populations can reveal hidden changes in forest structure and health over time. Their tiny feet, though seemingly delicate, are specially adapted for agile perching and rapid movement. Warblers often forage in the understory, where light and sound interplay in mysterious ways. Their breeding territories are sometimes marked by subtle, almost invisible cues in the environment. Some warblers have been seen dancing mid-air in elaborate courtship displays. Their interactions with other bird species during migration remain largely undocumented. Warblers' secretive nature means that many of their behaviors are only now being revealed by new tracking technologies. Their nest construction can vary dramatically, even within a single species, depending on local materials. Warblers sometimes build nests in seemingly inhospitable or hidden locations to avoid predators. Their eggs often exhibit minute, cryptic patterns that may camouflage them in natural substrates. The survival rate of warbler chicks during their first migration is a topic of ongoing scientific inquiry. Some species demonstrate an uncanny ability to hide in plain sight, blending into the forest canopy almost invisibly. Warblers are sometimes the focus of citizen science projects that track their migratory mysteries using modern tech. Their unique combination of physical agility, vocal complexity, and navigational skill makes them one of nature's most enigmatic travelers. Ultimately, the warbler embodies the mystery of migration, a small bird whose life story is woven through remote habitats, secret stopovers, and songs that continue to inspire wonder and scientific curiosity. Some warblers have been noted to perform anting, allowing ants to crawl over them to rid parasites. Their seasonal movements have inspired numerous folk tales and legends in different cultures. Warblers can act as early indicators of climate shifts, with changes in their migration patterns alerting researchers to environmental change. Their reliance on specific, ephemeral food sources during migration remains a mystery in many cases. Warblers often select stopover sites with microclimates that are critical for replenishing energy reserves. Their ability to quickly resume migration after brief stops is a subject of aerodynamic and metabolic research. Some species' songs have frequency patterns that defy simple acoustic analysis. Warblers sometimes hide their songs within the ambient noise of wind and rustling leaves. Their calls can vary with altitude, suggesting an adaptation to different sound propagation conditions. Warblers have been observed to make sudden, seemingly inexplicable changes in flight direction mid-migration. Their migration corridors can include remote areas that are rarely visited by humans. The cumulative distance traveled by some warbler species during migration is staggering relative to their size. Their annual journeys are so consistent that they have been used as natural clocks by some indigenous peoples. Warblers sometimes synchronize their migratory departures in a way that suggests a collective decision-making process. Their quiet, fluttering flight creates sound patterns that some researchers believe serve as an additional navigational aid. Warblers can be remarkably resilient, often returning to reclaimed habitats after natural disasters. Their population fluctuations are closely monitored as a subtle gauge of ecosystem disturbance. Some warbler species exhibit migratory leapfrogging, where one generation travels further north than its predecessor. Their evolution has been marked by episodes of rapid diversification in response to environmental pressures. Warbler songs sometimes include tonal shifts that are nearly imperceptible but carry critical information. Their migration timings can be so precise that changes in weather patterns are reflected almost immediately in their behavior. Warblers' responses to habitat fragmentation continue to reveal surprising adaptive strategies. Their secretive nesting sites have occasionally been discovered only by chance, deep in remote forests. Warblers often use a mix of innate and learned cues to navigate the vast and varied landscapes they traverse. Their songs have inspired entire fields of bioacoustic research, bridging biology and technology. We hope you enjoyed these amazing and surprising animal facts. The animal kingdom is full of wonders, and there's always more to discover. If you loved this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more fun and educational content. Stay tuned for more incredible facts. See you in the next video.